So what was the first business decision that you decided to make?
A bad business decision, of course, I'm sure. My first one, it was a restaurant venture. Yeah, that went south. That went south fast.
What happened there?
Just young, didn't get the right.
What kind of restaurant?
It was like I was doing some sports bar and grills type vibe, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in court for about 3 years. So I definitely.
What did you learn from that experience?
Get help. Don't do it on your own. Make sure you you dot your T's and cross your I's. I didn't do that at that age. I was like 23 years old, and it was something cool to do, and I wanted to do it with like my homies, and I paid for it. They didn't pay for it. I paid for it, big time. And after that, I really started to get a little. First of all, I was scared to jump into business after that, but then I just started to get just a little better and trust the people around me that has kind of helped me, build whatever it is that I've been building.
I know at one point you got some advice from Magic Johnson.
I did. Well, that was one of the things I did is I sat down when I got to this point when I was like, okay, my basketball career is going great. I've had some injuries, so it scared me a little bit that it can end fast. Let me try to jump in and focus on the life out there. What can I do? So I was like, well, who is that blueprint person? And for me, it was Magic Johnson.
Over Michael.
Yeah, from like what I was. Michael was like. Everyone knows Michael from like Air Jordan, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's it.
It's only one Michael like that. So Magic has diversified his in a way that a lot of people don't know what Michael does or what Michael is doing.
Yep.
So for me, it was Magic because I seen all the things that Magic was involved in, and then I got an opportunity to. And then he picked up the phone when I called him and said, yeah.
That worked.
So I got an opportunity to go in and I met with him and I just asked him a lot of questions, took a lot of notes, met with him a few times. It just kind of helped me get my creative juices flowing.
What did he tell you?
No idea is a stupid idea. What they tell you, right? He just told me, he said, you have a great team around you. He's like, I know you have things inside that you want to do. He's like, you might not know how to do them, but just write them down. When you're on a plane, whatever you're doing in the back of a car, whenever it comes to your mind, just write it down and send it over. Send it over to, the people who can get the job done. And I actually did it. I sent like 10 things over like on the plane. I just started thinking of everything.
To him?
No, to my business team.
Yeah.
And it just kind of started from there. It was just kind of like, well, no idea is a stupid idea. Let me see if I can do this.
And how did you put that team together, that business team?
Well, it was trial and error. It was kind of, I started with my base agent when I came out of college. And then from there, I started getting good in basketball. He's like, okay, we need somebody to kind of work with you on a day-to-day. So then, I was able to find my business manager, who's still my business manager today. And then it went from there to where like the NBA was changing and I wanted to like start dressing better. So then I went and found my stylist. And so I just kept building it depending on like how I was changing, how the game around me was changing, how the world was changing. And I eventually put a good team together where, then I signed with CA. And then I started getting into a lot of crisis stuff, and I signed with Rubenstein. A lot of different things that happened in my life, but I started finding these right people to kind of help mold.
What are you laughing about?
The crisis part of it.
What happened?
Just life.
Yeah.
All
right. So let's talk about your portfolio, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got Wade Cellars, your wine.
Yeah.
Compression gear. You do some car stuff.
Yeah, I got car.
The Hosland, the 43. And
oh, yeah, the
Udonis, right?
The piece of the concept.
By the way, I got an alert today that you've got away luggage coming out.
I do, yeah.
It was funny, though. I got the email, and it has your photo in it. You don't look happy.
I don't?
No. It's like, I got this other thing.
That photo shoot was early in the morning.
So you got luggage, this line coming out. And then there's a Parkway collaboration with some socks. What else am I missing in there?
What else was missing? Was that everything? We did wine. I don't know. You probably hit a lot.
So, I mean, that's an extensive portfolio, though, right? How do you feel about it now? Where do you think it can go?
Well, I mean, I think for me, it's like you sit back and it's like, well, what do you want, right? So I think ultimately for me, I just, I always feel like I want to build like a lifestyle, kind of a lifestyle brand. And all these things that I'm a part of is a part of a lifestyle. I think it can go far? I hope so. You know, it's a lot of work involved in it. It's a lot of learning involved in it. But you know, for me, it's been pretty cool, kind of going through the process. You know, of signing with Stans, the sock company. I don't know if everyone knows, and then now being able to sit down with Stans and say, you know, let's start another sock company.
Yeah.
Let's do something that's a little bit more affordable, a little bit more for the masses, and to be able to be CEO of that brand.
Yeah.
And just to kind of see where it can go. So, you know, get very excited about the opportunities that I have, but also understand it's a lot of work involved in it.